Made in Britain, to me, means quality and perfection. There was a need for a production studio, so in June 1996 I set up Gosha London with a couple of machinists and started working with the designer, Amanda Wakely. I've done work for various other designers, Ashley Isham. I've worked with Matthew Williamson on their bridal project. I worked with Roland Murray, Violet and Wren, also Amelia Wickstead.
We are a luxury-based women's wear brand based in London, and we show at London Fashion Week twice yearly. Once the pattern has been done with the pattern cutter, that goes across to our fabric cutter here, who does the first calico, so a first toile. And that's really just to realise the silhouette and check the pattern. And then that will be passed to our machinists here in-house, who will obviously be that first point of contact for checking the pattern. And then from there, we will fit that first toile here in the studio with Amelia. The pattern cutters are all involved. I'll be there taking notes and giving any of my opinions. And then from there, it will go back again to the pattern cutter to make any amendments. And then we would normally make a second toile in a likewise fabric.
Then they send us the patterns and the spec sheet. Once it's been cut, I choose sample machinists that I feel that's going to make it the best, because everyone has got a different skill level for a different finish.
They can introduce something to that style that maybe I haven't thought about or the pattern cutter hasn't thought about. A machinist brings like the life and soul into a garment. You know, they have that final touch and they're the one that brings it to life. So it's really important that you have a machinist that really understands what they're doing and, you know, has that knowledge of that fabric base or that finish.
When we make samples for the designers, they ask us to do certain finishes that we feel is not possible or it won't suit that garment. They've still got to refer back to patterns, make sure all the specs are followed, all the measurements are accurate, and above all, it's got to look beautiful.
You can completely tell a difference between using a good machinist and a bad machinist. The pattern, you may have a great design and a great pattern, but having a great machinist makes all the difference.
A lot of people seem to think that high-end fashion is designer brands that charge a lot of money for the garments. It's not that, it's the quality. And also, we work with luxury fabrics, and the quality of the finishes that we achieve, you won't get in larger scale production. We have to get a feel for the garment that we're making and try and visualise it before we've actually made it up to make sure that all the finishes that we do suit that garment. After each process, I'm out there having a look to make sure that everything is like the sample, like the sealer, and also the quality is maintained right the way through. We won't just make the garment and that's it, you know, send it off to them. We try and improve the garment if we can.